I'm just going to show you what a morph target can do, and then some of the benefits using these morph targets in tandem with the vector displacement map, the DMFX brushes. So let's just get started with that. So I'm just going to reset this to drag rect, which is the default state of the brush. And what I'm going to do is we have some scan data of a head, and I'm just simply going to drag out this wound. Yeah, this is a scar, and I'm just going to randomly pick out another one, and I'm going to pick out another one. Okay, so without going into any design ethos, we have the scan data, we have some modeling that's been done very quickly with the VDM brushes, and what happens is art department or director comes along and says, well, I want to make changes to this, and so we are going to go, well, what do you want me to do? And so, well, can we actually kind of take these wounds down? And then you're like, okay, and we have like, let's just use the clay brush, and we're going to try and correct this. So we would go in and we try and smooth things out. We try and get the clay brush and set it down to a low level and start to try and kind of erase and very soon we're going to find this very difficult. One of the choices is that you would take a head below and use another feature called Z project. So what you would do is we just go to layers. This will make more sense in a moment. So I'm just going to take away any modeling. We're going to cover layers in a little while. So we have a subtool, we have this tool underneath, and what we would do in effect is project this pristine head, reproject this geometry back on to the head that we have the modeling to push the surface back to when it was just scan data. And that's like something you could do, but that's really quite long-winded. Now ZBrush has this feature, which is the undo timeline, which is obviously good, and we could take it back to its original state before we started modeling. But there's a much simpler and more effective way of handling all of this, and that is to set a morph target. So we have this tool selected. Yeah, we go to morph target and we press this button here, store morph target. Now we go, well, what's that done? So very simply, if I now take a VDM and drag it out, let's just get this quickly, then another one. Yeah, so let's say that this is our modeling, and now the art department comes up and goes, oh well, can we take this, can we sort of take this back, make it less severe? And simply put, what the morph target is almost, think of the morph target as a factory reset button. So we literally, if we switch the morph target, we remove it, and if we slide the morph target, we morph it back to the initial state that we set the morph target at. And this is obviously very, very useful. And this was pretty much the first kind of tool that they used for morphing. And I think you can see already the possibilities can then make it into the negative and make it more extreme. This tool also fits in with layers and the morph brush, but that's the basis. It's kind of like a factory reset. It's very useful when you're using DMFX and doing sort of prosthetic sculpture for surface artists and texture artists to have that.